Great foil for Karunaratne in taking Sri Lanka closer to that follow-on mark.
Very well played, young man. Coming at a pressure moment with the storm. Batted really well. And also saying in the game, Mushuka Rhyme doesn't have the best of arms from outfield. Really marking there. Middle 82%. That's very impressive. Tanji Silva, renowned, as we spoke before, but he's a good timer of the ball. See Taijul Islam switching his end to left arm over.
Very good player, Dhananjay De Silva. Good head on the shoulders. Bit nervy early in his innings, but put that way beyond him. Good conversion rate as well. I mentioned, well, it's 9 half centuries right now. He's gone on to make 600s.
Predominantly a leg side field. 6 fielders, beg your pardon, 5 fielders on the leg side. Change of angle. Just mixing things. Continue to do the same. Conditions are really good for batting. So the new ball will be even better. Ball's getting on. Trailing by 445. Shot, beautiful shot, played late. The sweeper cover was in front, using that pace, using that angle. Batsman said, not going to miss out on that. That's the end of the over. Sri Lanka 300, 3 and up as well, 300 for 3.
নতুন লাক্স যাতে আছে 7টি সৌন্দর্য উপাদান দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। নেভালে কেন?
যখন তোমার চেহারায় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল, তখন আলোর কি দরকার?
চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা, নতুন লাক্স।
গ্রামীণফোন 4G যার, দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণফোন।
এখন মাসে 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
Was his face so far 54 not out. This has been a wonderful partnership. The Sri Lankans are sailing very smoothly. Bangladeshi bowlers not been able to create any sort of ripples to disturb that smooth sailing. In tough work, 300 has come up for Sri Lanka just for the loss of 3 wickets. Mehdi Hasan Miraj trying his best to break this partnership with 110 runs now. Marvelous partnership. Wonderful fight back. Still trailing by 241 runs. Good afternoon. Is it? No. Good morning still, Amir Sohail.
Good morning. Good morning to all. Bangladeshi bowlers on the grind now. Both the batsmen well set, sighting the ball big. Scoring at their will now. Farming the gap regularly. Dhananjay got to his 50. Batted positively. And the time is running out for the Bangladeshis to get a favorable result in their favor. They need wickets fast. If they are to impact this test match, they have to pick up 7 wickets before or just after tea. And they'll have a realistic chance to do something in this test match.
Well, it's going to be very, very difficult. The way these two are batting and the wicket has been pretty docile, to say the least. Not much in it for the bowlers, even on the 4th day. A turn that was expected, not quite.
What do you mean? You resigned to the fact already.
Not a question of being resigned to the fact. You assess the practicalities that's going out there.
How about staying optimistic? Well, it's a strange game. Anything can happen.
That is the over. 301 for 3.
বেগ সর্ষে ইলিশ আমার নতুন ভিডিওর জন্য এ পর্যন্ত এটা তোর বেস্ট। এ কি এমন মলিন কাপড় পরে ইউটিউবে আসা যাবে না। তার জন্য আছে নতুন রিন, যা কাপড়ের উজ্জ্বলতা অটুট রাখে ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজির সাহায্যে। নিজের সেরাটা দেখানোর জন্য সেরা রিন।
গ্রামীণফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণফোন।
আমাদের নতুন অফিস রেডি। আমি স্মার্ট বিজনেস পার্টনার না, বোর্ডের সাথে লাইট ফ্রি, সোফার সাথে কুশন ফ্রি, আর তোর চেহারায় টেনশন ফ্রি আর গ্লো গায়েব। এখন পাবি গ্লো এর ডাবল ডোজ, কারণ ক্রিমের সাথে ফেস ওয়াশ ফ্রি।
গ্লো এর ডাবল ডোজ, গ্লো এর ডাবল ডোজ, গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি ফেস ক্রিমের সাথে ফেস ওয়াশ ফ্রি। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি।
এখন বিকাশ থেকে টাকা পাঠান ফ্রি। বিকাশ অ্যাপ বা *247# ডায়াল করে সেট করুন 5টি প্রিয় নম্বর আর সেন্ড মানি করুন ফ্রিতে।
Well, wondering about the degree of turn on this wicket, whether it's got more purchase of the wicket. What do you reckon as you look at it?
I think, like you suggested, the wicket has gone docile. There's not a lot of pace in this pitch. The only chance these bowlers have exploiting the rough areas. But both the spinners haven't got the action to be able to do that consistently. Hit those rough areas. And that's why batsmen are playing so freely. The spinners have high arm action. They don't take their front leg across to be able to lower their arm and target those rough areas. That inability is showing now. But this is the thing, a spinner should be attuned, especially hailing from Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan or India. Should possess that ability. I'm surprised they haven't.
I don't know. I don't think it's the question of ability. I think it's the question of intent more than anything else. As that swung away into the deep, they're going to get a single quite comfortably. Just back to that point, I think they're not brave enough to try. It seems to be containment rather than making an effort to take the wickets, where there might be an element of risk with the widish delivery trying to get on those roughs.
Now, when you are selected to represent your country at the highest level, you've got to be a well-rounded player. Bowler, batsman, or a fielder, or wicketkeeper. That's the key. End of the over is 303 for 3.
আপনার চুল কিভাবে সাজাবেন এটা কে ঠিক করে? ফেটে যাওয়া চুল নাকি ঝরে পড়া চুল? চুলের সমস্যা মানে হচ্ছে চুলের ড্যামেজ। ডাভ এর 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং মিল্ক এবং ক্যারাটিন অ্যাক্টিভ চুলের ভেতর থেকে ড্যামেজ রিপেয়ার করে। নিজের মনের মতো নিজের চুল সাজাও। ডাভ।
গ্রামীণফোন 4G যার দুনিয়াটা হাতে তার।
সম্ভবের 50-এ এই স্বপ্নগুলোর পাশে আছি দেশ জুড়ে সবচেয়ে বেশি 4G টাওয়ার নিয়ে। গ্রামীণফোন।
বেগ সর্ষে ইলিশ আমার
At the moment to maneuver the balls. They're picking and choosing their spots and their runs quite comfortably now.
And they're playing very easily off the back foot, both the batsmen. Just maneuvering the length. Just working the ball into the gaps. Making sure the scoreboard keeps on ticking.
Just an element of risk for a second, but he had it in control. That sweep got on top of it, rolled the wrist on it, and all along the ground for another boundary. Made it look pretty simple at the end.
Took a bit of chance. Dhananjaya fetching the ball from the off stump, playing with the turn. Made sure his foot goes outside the off stump and got some leverage to hit that ball towards vacant areas, clear of the boundary on the onside. Yet another boundary scored by a Sri Lankan. Another boundary scored by a Sri Lankan batsman.
You know, what it looks on the face of the bowler and the skipper trying to figure out where they're going to put their fielders, restrict the run scoring. Bowler being forced to bowl out of his ordinary comfort zone. And there again, you see when he tries to do that, he errs in line. It makes it
Overcompensated for line and length, easy pickings. Runs are scored with alacrity at the moment.
They are indeed looking very ominous. This pair putting up 121 unbroken so far. And the way they're going at the moment, something out of the ordinary. Against the run of play has to happen for Bangladesh to get one of them back in the hut. Change in the field once again. Fielder being posted at square leg.
The captain must be rowing the fact, why did he remove second slip last evening when that chance went begging? Things would have been totally different. One fleeting moment, one weak moment can haunt you. And that's what has happened. Small mistake costing them big.
Just using the depth of the crease. His confidence has been boosted. He's taking those risks. We talked about that sweep attempted going across outside the line of the off stump. This time just goes into the crease. And if you're suspicious, you'd not go for that shot because you might miss it. He's changing his angles now around the wicket for the last delivery. That's a dot ball out of it. 311 for 3.
দুর্গন্ধ বাড়ছে, রোজগার না।
লেখাপড়া শিখেছো বলে কি স্বামীকে শেখাবে?
জামা কাপড় আর চিন্তা ভাবনা দুইটা থেকেই পুরনো ময়লা দূর করতে হবে। শেখাবো নিজের কোচিং ক্লাসে।
দুজনে রোজগার করব।
নিজেদের বাড়িতে উঠবো।
বিল 2-in-1। সারাদিনে রোজার পরে ইফতারে চাই স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত আর সুস্বাদু খাবার। তাই আমার আস্থা প্রাণমুড়ি।
প্রাণমুড়ি, পরিবারের আস্থায় ভালোবাসায়।
এখন মাসে 2টি বিল বিকাশ করুন কোনো চার্জ ছাড়াই।
Not out 130. And Dhananjaya 63. Of rehydration required. It's very hot and humid out there. A little bit of breeze blowing. Dhananjaya De Silva 63 not out so far has been marvelous.
Yeah, he's a utility cricketer. Packs his ability. Not afraid to play his strokes, whether it's against spinners or fast bowlers. Likes to improvise. Good footwork too. Very well crafted 50. Dhananjaya.
Golden arm, come on, shut up.
Saw a glimpse of the bronze persons who have been so very good. Haven't been required to work very hard. It's just the one day when they had to rush the covers in. Momin al-Haq. But 4 wickets in his 43rd match. That's the change. You'd like something different. You've got to try something different. When a part-timer comes in, you just feel that the batsmen get a little complacent, try to take him on. You never know what can happen.
He might be able to exploit those rough areas because he bowls lower arm, round armish. It's been worked away on the onside. The third umpire is going to have a look at that one. But nevertheless, it was a good effort.
Absolutely, a lot of commitment shown by both the fielders. Tickle around the corner, angling down leg side. Chase on here. Just flicking it back. Counter coming in and doing the rest of the work. Well done. Got a slip in for the right-hander. There are a few changes going around. The left-right combination there. See if he just has fielder now coming in, settling down. Can't quite make up their minds. Going to a sort of fine leg position now. Was headed for third man, decided to go the other way. Anyway.
Good ball, Mini.
Ball into a decent line. After that one down the leg side, seems. See what Momin Haq can he produce something.
Good ball, good ball.
Must say, for a part-timer who's not bowled, possibly does not even practice too much in the nets, has fallen into a rhythm. Had to reach for that. What he's done is got enough bat on it to take it to the boundary. Well.
Twice he has strayed in this over. And he's been punished. 7 runs scored of him so far.
Yeah, not the most well-controlled shot. Hand off the bat, but still. Well, knows the call. Just opened the face of the bat.
There was a run there. The ball was placed way away from the fieldsman at backward point. They'll take a single this time around. 100 overs bowled. It's 3-1-9 for 3.
এই বাইরে কোথায় যাচ্ছিস?
বাইরে না, ভিতরে।
ভিতরে?
এখানেও তো জীবাণু আছে।
হ্যাঁ, জীবাণু?
টয়লেটে দুর্গন্ধ মানেই তো জীবাণু।
একদম ঠিক, তাই আপনার দরকার ডম এক্সপ্রেস গার্ড। এটি 99.9% জীবাণু ধ্বংস করে এবং ছড়ায় দারুণ সুগন্ধ। ডম এক্সপ্রেস গার্ড, জীবাণু, দাগ ও দুর্গন্ধহীন ফ্রেশ টয়লেট দিনের পর দিন।
বাংলাদেশের প্রায় প্রতি 2টি শিশুর মধ্যে একটি শিশু ক্যাভিটিতে ভোগে। পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিটেকে রয়েছে ন্যাচারাল ক্লে অ্যাক্টিভেটেড ফর্মুলা, যা মুখের জীবাণুদের টেনে বের করে সুরক্ষা দেয় ক্যাভিটি থেকে 12 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত। কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য।
Jade Silva as his partner now, unbroken. This partnership worth 129 runs. Looking very good, looking very ominous. I haven't really given too many for the Bangladeshis to be encouraged about. Gone about their work very, very meticulous manner. He danced down the wicket, but just feel that he got the inside part of the bat, the toe end. Despite that, it squirts away towards the boundary, reached there. Well done. Got to it, Tamim, I think it was. Well, it's good to see the commitment. That's for the second time in 2 overs that we've seen fielders chasing to the boundary.
Yeah, that's a good thing when you talk about Bangladeshi team. Never short on energy. Enthusiasm has been there. You could see positive energy in the middle. That's good. Even though they've been grinded by the Sri Lankan batsmen to the fullest, but still, commitment is there. Here's a question for you, Shamim. How many players in the history of Test match cricket able to stay on the field for 5 days without a rest?
For the 5 days? Is that a question for me or Masar?
For you.
I'm going to rack my brains. I don't think I'm going to come out with the answer. I'm sure you know.
Well, Captain of Sri Lanka, Ratne, can achieve that.
Can achieve that. But your question was, has anyone achieved it?
I was trying to relate to that.
Clever. Trying to put me in a spot. So you'd basically, to do that, you'd be in the fielding unit first. Someone would have to make 700, and then you'd open the batting and stay not out till the end of the 5th day.
Kind of. On the ground for 5 days. In the middle. Without any rest. Fielding, batting, fielding, batting.